Welcome to the Deep Dive. It's Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Global events are, well, they're moving fast, as always.
They certainly are.
And here, we try to go beyond just the headlines to really understand the currents shaping our world and, importantly, how they might affect your life. So our mission today is to unpack a stack of crucial global news, pull out the most important insights, and explore those potential ripple effects. Okay. Let's dive in.
And it really is a diverse stack today. We've got sources covering, well, everything from trade policy up in North America to a truly heartbreaking humanitarian crisis in Gaza, and then this pretty significant geopolitical move happening in the South Caucasus. But the key thing, I think, to understanding these stories, even though they seem so different, is how interconnected they often are.
That interconnectedness, that's really core to what we're looking at. Okay. Humanitarian story breaking today reported in The Independent.
Yes.
The official declaration of famine in Gaza by the Integrated Food Security Phase Classification, the IPC. This isn't just a report, it's a formal declaration. Catastrophic conditions. And the first time the IPC has recorded famine outside of Africa.
The gravity here, it's hard to overstate. The numbers are just shocking. 514,000 people, that's nearly a quarter of all Palestinians in Gaza, are experiencing famine right now.
A quarter?
And it's projected to rise to 641,000 by the end of next month. The northern region, Gaza City area, is already in famine.
It's devastating numbers.
No, absolutely not. The criteria are very specific. At least 20% of people suffering extreme food shortages, 1 in 3 children acutely malnourished, and tragically, 2 people out of every 10,000 dying daily from starvation or related malnutrition and disease.
It paints such a grim picture. And the reporting highlights these really sharply conflicting viewpoints on why this is happening.
Yes.
The UN humanitarian chief, Tom Fletcher, called it irrefutable testimony and a moment of collective shame for the world. He directly accused Israel of blocking aid.
But then you have Israel's response, which is, well, a complete rejection. Benjamin Netanyahu called the report an outright lie.
A strong denial.
Very strong. And Koget, that's the Israeli military body overseeing aid, they stated the report ignored Israeli data and claimed it was part of a Hamas propaganda campaign.
And the U.S. position in all this?
Yeah.
As Israel's main ally, it's incredibly complex, isn't it?
It is.
There was a Reuters Ipsos poll this week showing 65% of Americans believe the U.S. should help those starving in Gaza. And interestingly, even Donald Trump last month expressed concern about starvation.
What are the long-term global consequences, humanitarian, geopolitical, of a famine declaration like this, especially when the stories about it are so conflicting?
What could we see?
Well, we might see a major reevaluation of how international law handles humanitarian access in conflicts. This could set precedents for future interventions, maybe change the role of non-state actors in aid delivery.
So it's bigger than just this immediate crisis.
Much bigger. It challenges the existing frameworks of responsibility. It could influence the very structure of global humanitarian response going forward. For you, the listener, I think it really underscores how fragile global stability can be and the moral questions that arise when human rights are under such severe threat.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing crisis that's going to challenge international bodies and likely impact how aid is delivered in future conflicts. It could even shift the global political landscape in ways we can't fully predict yet.
Okay. Lots to think about there. That intricate dance of Canada-U.S. trade, the really profound humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
Yeah.
Bold geopolitical chess game in the South Caucasus was the Zangezur corridor.
It really does highlight, doesn't it, that these things aren't happening in isolation. They're shaping our future in ways that aren't always obvious right away, but are incredibly impactful.
Exactly. So thinking about all this, what stands out to you from today's deep dive? We definitely encourage you to follow Graphic Briefing on social media to stay up to speed on these stories as they develop.
And maybe just a final thought to leave you with. Consider how this interplay economic pressures, humanitarian emergencies, strategic power plays, how these aren't just headlines. They are fundamental forces that will keep shaping global stability and really the daily lives of billions. So what will you be watching for in the coming weeks and months as these stories unfold? And how might these dynamics challenge some of our basic assumptions about international cooperation and conflict? Think about how these global shifts could subtly alter, maybe, the economic opportunities available to you, or the stability of places where you might have investments, or even just that broader sense of security for your family.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the most important global insights of Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Stay curious. Keep seeking those deeper connections behind the headlines.
Absolutely.
We'll be here next time to help make sense of it all.